All right, everybody, welcome back to today's pre-market analysis, where I take a look at my portfolio and kind of show you how I analyze the market each day and identify the trades that I'll be looking at throughout today's trading day. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's start with euro dollar. All right, euro dollar on the daily, we still have that lower lows and lower highs, so we still have pretty much a bearish bias. Let's go ahead and go to our 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, consolidating a bit. There's no valid patterns at this time, although that could something that most likely could happen throughout next week because of that consolidation. Go ahead and go to our 60-minute. Nothing much in that 60-minute. Let's go to a dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, we still have, we're still very bullish. It looks like price had retraced, although we haven't, sorry about that, we haven't violated this level of structure, so we're not really looking at any shift in trend in the daily on this daily chart. Now let's go on the 4-hour. All right, the 4-hour, we do have a break of that structure level. We did get a lower low, lower close, meaning that we could be looking at a shift in trend. Now, what could happen with that shift in trend is that it could very much continue to just go down, or price could retrace back to this previous level of structure and then continue to go down. Now let's go to our 60-minute chart to see any trading opportunities. Let's get this smaller. All right, now let me just take all these out real quick. Now there is this tiny pattern right here. This is probably a 15-minute pattern. And now normally I don't show 15-minute patterns on these videos, but, and it's a Gartley. Oh, sorry about that. Time. There you go. That's a 15-minute Gartley. Now, like I said, I don't normally show 15-minute patterns on these pre-market analysis videos, but the completion of that Gartley gives us a double bottom. Sorry. Double bottom right there, and this move right here, or even this move right here. Okay, now this pattern right here, the completion right there, because of the double bottom and the divergence that we're seeing on the RSI, I'll be using that as an aggressive entry to hop on to continue back to this level right here that we had identified as a probable retracement level. Now, why am I so interested in that level? Well, as my trader friend and mentor, Mr. Akil Stokes, always say, think like the other trader. And for the other traders, let's take this out. they would see for the other trader who trade the head and shoulders pattern. There is a head and shoulders pattern. It's not the prettiest, but it did complete on that level. Now, naturally, sorry about that, targets on those are usually the same size as from the neckline to the head, and it looks like it's about that area where that double bottom is and where that Gartley completes. That's probably the reason why we have this consolidation right here. So that is the reason why I'm interested in that level. Now, also just be mindful of this this level right here. Because of this consolidation, that might be a more conservative target rather than going all the way back up to this neckline of that head and shoulders pattern. Now that is a very detailed analysis that could very much complete and could also get blown out of the water. So I want to make sure that whenever I place any trades, I have my stop orders in place, and the risk that I'm taking is something that my account can handle and that my emotions can handle. So let's go to dollar yen. And we're still in that zone of support. Let's go to 240. Oops. 240. There looks like there was a pattern here that is, but it was already invalid. If you saw that pattern, it's a Gartley, although it's invalid. If you have limit orders on that completion, you might still be on that trade because stops hasn't been triggered. There also is possible cipher pattern. Let's check this out. Yep, possible cipher pattern. That could definitely complete about right here. Let's go to our 60-minute. Nothing more, just that cipher pattern. Let's go to pound dollar. Still the same as yesterday. 240, still bearish. Looks like price had retraced to that previous level of structure right there. Oops, sorry about that. The previous level of structures right there. And normally this could be a trend continuation strategy, but because of this consolidation right here, it's not something that I would be comfortable taking. So we're gonna have too much risk to a possible profit right here, because price could most likely stall in that level. All right, and let's see if we have anything here. Nope, nothing there. So let's go to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar price retraced to that previous level of structure right here, 240. This might be, yep, bat pattern. It is still on that 886 level, or actually, no, sorry. It's a little bit below that 886 level, but it's still valid. So we draw this in. Of course, stops would be above this X level. Targets would be the 382 and the 618 levels. So that will be about 82 pips for first targets. Let's go to the 60-minute. See if there's anything here. Not very much. Let's go to New Zealand. All right, New Zealand. We still have that Gartley pattern. Looks like price had retraced though. Sometimes price could still continue to complete that deep Gartley pattern, and sometimes it just continues to retrace back 100% to that resistance level. So it's still there, it's still valid. Let's go to our 240. Anything? No, nothing there. 60-minute. Nothing there. Let's go to pound yen. Okay, same as yesterday. Go to our 240. Looks like there's a bat pattern here that completes obviously in our 886 level. Let me draw this out. 6. Again, stops above X and first targets to 382. About 168 pips for the first targets. Pound yen tend to have a huge ATR. So if you're using ATR based stops, this might be a little bit above 100 pips of risk. So you want to make sure that's something that you can tolerate. Then the 1 hour, no, nothing there. Then let's go to Euro yen. Euro yen, we're still on that support, new structured support level. Let's do Euro yen. And let's look at the 240. Not much. Oops. 60. Not quite. All right, so that is it. Now, I did say I'll be doing this for the whole month of January, 7:30 GMT, a little bit before the London session. And I believe I only have about a week left. Now, um, after the month of January, I would still be putting out some videos, so don't forget to subscribe. And it's going to be about once a week. It's going to be a midweek market breakdown. And what it is I kind of review the trades that I placed from the first half of the week, and then kind of show you what trades I'm looking at for the next half of the week. So it's going to be less frequent, but it's going to be a longer video. So since I've gotten used to putting this out around 11:30, or not 11:30, sorry. It's 11:30 my time, but 7:30 GMT. I'll be putting it out around that time also. Wednesday, so Wednesday mornings, 7:30 GMT. I'll be putting out that midweek market breakdown videos. So, and do me a favor, if you learn anything from this, just hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And then till next week, good luck, traders.